Hi, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a quick and easy pickled carrot recipe, and I'm going to call it Barb's famous pickled carrot recipe. First of all, you have to have a pan on the stove, fairly large, and you add about 2 tablespoons of oil of your choice. I use olive oil, and I'm going to let it heat up again a little bit. I have a whole bunch of carrots peeled and chopped. Now here you can see it. We just did a 1/2 inch of carrot. Some people do it diagonally. Some people get out the cutter and go to all that. I don't want to dirty anything else. So I just cut it straight across, 1/2 inch pieces. And first of all, we're going to add the carrots to the oil. I need to stir it, something to stir it with. Oh. Thank you. Now I add the carrots first because I want them to start cooking before I put the other things in. We don't want them cooked all the way. We just want them cooked till they're semi-soft, because you still want that crunch when you eat your pickled carrots. I'm going to add, here I have 1 jalapeno, 1 poblano pepper, which the story is I didn't have enough jalapenos, so I had to use a poblano. I have 8 peeled garlic cloves. I have 1/2 of an onion that I sliced, and I'm going to add those to the carrots. We're just going to cook this for a little bit because we still have to add the pickling brine, and so we don't want it to get too soft. Here I have 1 bay leaf. I have 1/2 teaspoon of black peppercorns. I have 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. I have 1/2 teaspoon of Italian herbs, and 1/2 teaspoon of pickling spice. Now, whatever you don't have, you can leave out. And here I have 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm going to add that in. Next we're going to do the pickling brine, and I have 2 cups of vinegar. Now you can use white distilled vinegar. In my case I used apple cider vinegar. And then we have 2 cups of water, H2O. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. Now once it comes up, we're only going to simmer it for like 3 minutes, because we still don't want those carrots to get well done. So I'll be back in a few minutes. This is what we want it to do, is just to simmer for 3 minutes. And I have my last minute just came up, so I'm going to take this off the heat and cool it down, and then we're going to put them in bottles. I'll see you in a second. Okay, now I've let this cool down, and we're going to put them in jars. These are not canning. What I meant by that is we're not going to can these. They will go in the refrigerator. There's no putting them on a pantry shelf for later. That's another show. So I'm going to take my scooper here and put these in the jar. take the other jar and do this jar now. Put them in 2 jars instead of just 1. I won't have enough room if I do it the other way. Now I made this with what I have on hand. If you don't have something on hand, like I didn't have my jalapenos because they went bad, go to Plan B. What I mean by that is I put in a poblano pepper instead of the jalapenos. Now I do have a 3rd jar, so we'll have to see how this goes. Okay, we're going to put liquid in these 2 jars and I'll be back. Okay, these are our pickled carrots. And we're going to put the lid on them after they cool down a little bit more. They're still hot. But anyway, you got to keep these in the refrigerator at least 1 day before you eat them. And they'll stay for a couple months as long as you keep them refrigerated. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It was just a quick and simple pickling recipe. Because my husband dearly loves carrots, and I thought I'd make him something special. I'll see you next time. Bye.